What about you? Here's Salah. Harvey Elliott picks it up. Nice to see some players playing today. Elliott, Chiesa. Who else have I missed? No one else really. Bradley, of course. Yeah, just Liverpool Brighton. It's actually a nothing game, but you know, it's basically pre-season friendlies really. It was good. Score is 0-0. Oh, that's right. I can do this little badge thing, can't I? How do I do that? Stickers. That one. There we go. Brighton. Nil. Boom. Let's put that there. There we go. Look at that little Premier League trophy. How cute. Wait, where is it? It's there. Can you see the TV? No. Right. Actually, as well. Gravenberg spreads it out to Salah. Napoli are on the verge of winning the league, right? Here's the Bosley. Elliott looks to reverse it to Salah. How you doing, Biz Darts? Here's Elliott. Lovely footwork. Chiesa. Bradley. Got a foul. Look at Tom and Haldo. Love that. I'm good, thanks, Biz. How you doing, Dan? Just looking forward to watching a bit of Liverpool and chill, you know. Have I been on this? No, I've actually been on it too much. I feel like my neck is a little bit burnt, but I haven't looked at it. Who have I got on my t-shirt? No one. This one was sent to me plain. Bosley's kick goes too deep for everyone else. What's everyone's score predictions for today then? Liverpool spend more in the time. Oh, we're going big. From all accounts, we're going very big. You've got Frimpong coming in, Kirkes, we're on the work for it. Florian Wirtz is a question mark. Not Dominic Szoboszlai, he just won the ball. What's his name? Alexander Isak. By the way, Gyökeres, £65 million package. If Arsenal don't sign a striker this window, it's ridiculous because that is cheap for a player of that quality. Imagine Isak, yeah. Football wouldn't really be fair if we did that though, did we? Would it? Canate, great strength. Connor Bradley picks it up. Elliott, Quansah now. Fred's don't ruin this by spamming. It's boring. Like, imagine spamming a 17th place club. They are 17th now, United, right? It's like Sorloth used to play for Palace. It's just one of them random ones, isn't it, Dan? Well said, Caleb. Send him back to silence. Welbeck, loose touch. Elliott couldn't nick it though. Good pressure from Gakpo. Players look a little bit sharper than they have in previous weeks. Maybe the party celebrations have worn off a little bit now. Lily Storm, I hope Spurs win. Yeah, it's not looking great, is it, though? I hope Spurs win. Really do. Ball spread across. Bradley clears away. That's my right back. There's only one corner, Bradley. Chiesa's lost it, though. That is the most filthy dive I think I've... He might have been clipped, but the dive... Oh my God, Chiesa, what a pass. Here's Salah. Salah stepping in. Salah shooting into the arms of the keeper. 4-4, Fred. What game was 4-4? Ruder. See, they should bring that back for a booking. That is criminal. Oh my God. Here come Brighton. Good press from Chiesa. Simicast has it. Sabozlai. How you doing, Jeff? Here's Gravenberg. Canate. Sabozlai. Looking out towards Salah. Flicks it onto Conor Bradley. Oh, lovely touch. Keep going. Elliot. Oh, there's only one Conor Bradley. There's only one Conor Bradley. Elliot got the tap in, but it was all about Conor Bradley. Oh my God. Ooh. There's only one Conor Bradley. One Conor Bradley. Also, good finish by Elliot. Lovely touchdown by Salah. Bradley with the nutmeg. Skips past the second. Feeds it across for a tap in. Now the chance happened. Your real name is Leo. You just love the name Jeff. Respect that, Leo, Jeff. Told you, we look a bit fresher. That's the best we've done in a while. Yep, goal for Liverpool. Yeah, Bradley cooked Alisson. You're absolutely right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Lewis, thank you for the heart me. Believer now. Simicast, lovely little touch. Back to Alisson, and Alisson can go away. Thank you for the gold boxing glove too, Lewis. Oh, there we go. He scored in every single away game. Oh my God, that shot deflected onto the roof. Lewis, thank you for the blower kiss and the ice creeps. Thank you so much. No, Kirkes hasn't joined yet, but we're in talks for him. Frimpong. Frimpong is pretty much signed, sealed, delivered. Alex, thank you for the roses. Ruder with the corner. Headed away and over the bar. Where's Ben? Ben don't do these with me. Ben's in his house. Yeah, but that's fine, Alison. You've got to have two people fighting for a position. Simicast down the line towards Gakpo. Couldn't take it in though. Elliot with a goal made by Conor Bradley. And here is the man now. Canate goes long. Salah gives chase. Well defended though. Here's Salah though. Chiesa, room down the middle to run at them. Chiesa gives it on to Elliot. Oh, who couldn't get the next touch on. Inter. Puts it across, and guess who's there again? There's only one corner, Bradley. FA Cup final, Palace 1-0. Yeah, it's great. I mean, there was touch, Alisson, but the theatrics is what actually lost him the penalty, I think, in my opinion. Also, he could have just stayed on his feet and probably had a good shot. Yeah, it was terrible. Here's Minter. Headed away by Kwanzaa. Right, I'm just going to get a drink while this is out of play. Shout out to my man Pete Bott with a Dr. Pepper. Wembley on Sunday? What's that? Is that Championship playoffs? Is that Sunday? Here's Kia. Oh, Kia. Van Hecker plays it home. Believer now. Still 1-0, 15 minutes played. Decent start to the game for sure. Well in. Well seen by Gravenberg. Feeds it back to Alisson, who clears it away. Dingra now up against Bradley. He is a handful, isn't he? Salah couldn't trap it. Here's Minter. Well seen by Bradley again. Decent cross to the back post by Minter. Alex, thank you for the TikTok. Gakpo, good flick on. Van Hecker will definitely cover that though. Tell you what, when Chiesa does get a ball, he is bloody fast, isn't he? You can see it in him. Liverpool new kit 25-26. I'm waiting for it to be confirmed. When's the next podcast? I need to speak to Ben about that. Because we couldn't do Friday because Chelsea were playing, and then we couldn't do today because Liverpool were playing. And he decided to play a game rather than talk about football on Saturday. Rooster, thank you for the gold boxing gloves. Most likely this Friday. Your day just got better because I'm live. Love that, Finn. My day got better when I saw Chiesa on the starting lineup. You know Nunes is probably on the way out, Alisson, right? Oof. Not the best tackle by back, Chiesa. Very important to Liverpool, yeah. I think Nunes is on his way out, to be honest, Addison. And you will get over it, because if he funds other transfers... Say if Nunes came in and that was your signing that got you Isaac, Nunes going, you know. Like, I'd get over it very quick. That's just what I'll say. Welbeck. Gruda. Simicas done so well. Love that from Simicas. Oh, but he's not managed to get it out. Good strength by Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch does pick it up. Oh, his footwork was way too quick. That footwork was ridiculous from Gravenberch. Have I been on holiday? No. I've just had a haircut. Have I got a slight tan? Maybe. You can see where my haircut's come in. I'm pretty damn tan for a ginger. Bradley is the reason we're 1-0 up. Yeah, the missus trimmed me hair. And Chiesa's been alright, been fast. Good pressing. I'll have that at the cop end. Here is Chiesa. It's a foul. My opinion, I'm going to be biased towards Chiesa because I really like him. There's something about the way he plays. I remember when Gakpo first came in, he got a lot of slack. Stick. But I stood up for him because I like the way he plays. When I'm biased towards someone, I'll always stand up for them. And then when they betray me to go to another club, I disown them. For all the support and biasness I've given them over the years. I think we will get Kirkes, yeah. I heard a rumour that the fee is about 45 million, but I can't believe we'll get him for that cheap. Score is on the screen, just above the Premier League trophy. Look at this little trophy. Look at it. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, and if you want to pick it up, by the way, it's on my TikTok shop. But honestly, the best £10 I think I've ever spent in my life. Beautiful thing. Where I steal that from? That was straight from the Premier League. This is the actual size of it. They just look bigger on the TV. NFC, thank you for the follow. Right, put that back up in his home. Corned Beef Keith, thank you for the follow. I like that name. Thoughts on the FA Cup final? Loved every second of it. I thought Palace's goal was a great counter-attack, and then I think, yeah, look, alright, definitely should have been a penalty, a free kick and potentially a red card for Henderson. But, you know, and let's not lie, right, if it had been the other way around, if that had been Ortega stopping Mateta from touching that through, you would never have heard the end of it. But, you know what, Palace deserve a bit of luck for the season they've had. They don't always get the decisions in their favour. I was happy with it. I didn't think Man City were good enough to win that final either. For a second year in a row. Elliot knocks it to Szoboszlai. Puts it into Simicas. This is a nice play. Look at the room through the middle for Chiesa, who's standing there, man. Chiesa is loading up a room for a shot. Lays it off to Bradley. Oh my god. I thought Chiesa had done too much and waited too long, but in the end it actually was a really nice layoff. Man City need to change their structure. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with their financial charges before they do anything else, right? Yeah, Community Shield final will be Liverpool Palace. Be a good day. Playing Palace twice in a row. I think United will win, but I do want Tottenham to win. I think there's just like about no, the Super Cup wouldn't be announced until the winners happen. Yeah, I just think United A in Europe and B in cup finals in general. I just think that just leads something, And also this season, United have turned it on at times. They did it against Liverpool. They done it against City. Whereas I haven't seen Tottenham turn it on at all. I think PSG. I think Inter will win the Champions League, but I would like PSG to win it. There's just something about Inter Milan. I think I wrote them off against Barcelona. I wrote them off against Bayern Munich. So what? Super Cup is Man U and Inter by that logic. Well, in Kwanzaa, Chiesa gets it onto Gakpo, who wins a free kick so incredibly well. Are they on a treble? Are they vintage? Yeah, but Napoli will. Yeah, ref's done alright so far, isn't it? Napoli will win the league if they win on the weekend, right? I don't know what happened to Blackburn Rovers. I haven't paid attention to them for years. They were once about when I was watching Liverpool, a long time ago. Torres scored a belter against them. It is a free kick. When does Premier Season finish? This weekend. It's hard for Elliot. He definitely could start more, but there's other quality players in the team as well. Szoboszlai with his free kick. Straight into the wall. That man only scores on international duty for free kicks, doesn't he? Gravenberch can't keep it. Bradley wins it back, but breaks the believer. Oh no, as well, but in a DM position, in my defence. Adingra. This is a good Brighton counter attack. Kanate shepherding well. Kwanzaa's there. Gakpo does well, and Chiesa gets it away. Has Slot been lucky? Slot's had fortune in the fact that other teams have dropped off, but he's played his games and tactically done well in his games. Believer. English, mate. Honestly, if I got one TikTok roast for every time someone made that Scouse accent joke, I think I'd be a multi-millionaire. And a TikTok roast is worth half a cent. It is 1-0 indeed, Graham. How you doing? Support my local? No. I support my team I've supported my whole life. Do you reckon, David? I'd be a great commentator. Gruda. Oh, that's... Ooh. And a minted shot. Look, lads, the score is there. I mean, if you can't go 1-0 and look at the score, I don't know what to do. Mason, thank you for the follow. How you doing, my friend? How are you, and who are you supporting today? Allison on the ball now. Didn't see that first. It wasn't so much you, Graham. It was the person who said to who when it was on the screen. I understand when someone first drops it in, but it's when I've said it and it's sat for a while. Celtic and Marley, thank you for the follow. Elliot with the flick. Elliot was the one who got the goal, for those of you wondering. Assisted brilliantly by Conor Bradley.
And he uses the fullback.
Do you remember when everyone was like, oh, Estepinian, got to sign him up next. He is like the best player in the world, best left back in the world. Man, he fell off. Really big fall off.
Last Brighton Europa League campaign. He's actually played in the Champions League and against Liverpool as well. Plays with Villarreal.
How you doing, Melissa?
Semi-final loss to tonight's opponents.
Stuck a tenner on Brighton to win. I don't blame you. Liverpool's still on that party hangover, but we're doing alright so far. I didn't fancy any of it tonight. Gruder again. This Gruder guy's getting on the ball a lot. Welbeck could have scored there. Yeah, I'm having a good evening so far. Just been watching the football. Chilled out earlier. Maybe that last bit of pressure from Simicast put him off. Goberg, yes, 1-0. What do I need to change? Or what have I not changed? The score? Oh, thank you. I'm so bad. I forget everything. How you doing, Reese? I did change it on TikTok, if that counts for anything. How you doing, Lily? Who's my favourite footballer? Gakpo. Saboz's like, oh god. He played too much FIFA. He thinks the outside the boot is the perfect thing. By the way, lads, what do we think of Cunha to Manchester United? The missus is good, Graham. She might come down at some point and say hi. He's up with Caden right now. Good signing. Yeah, for Man United, it's brilliant, right? But do you think it's a good move for Cunha? Dingra hits it and Alisson saves it. But also, I think if I was Cunha, I certainly would have waited to see how the Europa League final plays out. He's too good to not play in Europe. Oh, unlucky. Game's gone a little bit flat from us recently. Welbeck, Belieber. Quanza clears away. English CM, please don't spam. Yeah, Frimpong seems good. No, I do think Cunha will fit the role. Oh. Oh, can I let it run? Ayari 1-1. Yeah, his attitude's not great, but we'll see. Good finish. Good goal. Can't complain. If it's to do with price, we'll be interested. It'll be interesting to see what actually got him out. Long way to go yet, Si. I didn't say it was bad money though, did I? Miles on. We certainly are. Yeah, lads, it is 1-1. Wait, oh my god, I'm heartbroken. Lads, it's 1-1. We're going to lose the league. Oh, wait, no, the league doesn't change. You know, City left it Wales. Like, they literally officially left the negotiations for words today. Time to start going again. That wasn't great from Alisson. Yeah, big talks for Kirkes. We should be getting him, hopefully.
Not the Liverpool defence we've seen for most of the season. No Van Dijk. Different situation for his team, his players. Well, he is available. Virgil van Dijk is a substitute.
Yeah, rest Van Dijk.
Tonight, he has played every Premier League minute. The only other outfield player to have done so, Brentford's Nathan Collins.
Chiesa giving a bit of press. Believer. Seems to have woken the lads up. Oh, lovely touch by Believer.
Here goes Bruno, having set up the equalising goal for Brighton. Takes the fight for Liverpool again, and he's travelled some distance. A deep block.
Good block by Conor Bradley. Yeah. I mean, we're strengthening the areas we need to strengthen right inside, and then we just need a striker, really. It's Gruder, guys, everywhere right now. Alisson with a save. Exactly. Can't get Van Dijk injured on the trophy before the trophy left, can we? I didn't actually do a score prediction. I'll say 3-1. I'll just go over the chat's most popular. Here's Gakpo. Elliot. Gakpo's still going through the middle. Comes out to Salah instead. Salah 2v1 dispossessed. I've been relaxed since the moment we won the league title. Minter. Kwanzaa. Yeah, they're all finished for that one, so bet on a 0-0 or a scrappy 1-0. Nothing else, that's for sure. League's done and dusted, FA Cup's done and dusted. There for a good time. Szoboszlai. 3-3, that'd be crazy. Canate. Salah. It's all about just giving the players the minutes now, really, Graham.
Brighton actually is.
Are you what, sick? Who got about Joel? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. Ali and Ali invited me to live. No, thank you. Canate. What's the game? The game is Brighton Liverpool. How much? I don't get what you mean. Caden, thank you for follow. Canate or Gabriel? I'd say Canate defensively, but Gabriel in the air. Because you got to give Gabriel his credit, not just on like attacking corners, but defensive as well. Gabriel and Canate was the question. Got a good feeling Liverpool could get Words? I'd love Words. That's a real big name to bring to the club. Do you reckon Gabriel's better than Saliba? I think Gabriel's had a better season than Saliba. But I think what makes Gabriel so good is his physical ability in the air. I think as an actual defender, he can get done. But his actual physical ability is just so good. You should get Saliba from Arsenal so he can get trophies. I think Saliba's on his way to Real Madrid, if anywhere, right? I mean, anyone who says Van Dijk isn't the best is just on something, I mean, it's like, give it a couple seasons, there might be someone else taking the crown, but yeah. And I do think Van Dijk definitely makes Konate look better as well. So there is a bit of that. Definitely better than John Terry. That adultering prick. No, for me, I put Van Dijk at number 1, personally, Reece, especially given how the modern game's developed and how much more rounded you have to be as a centre-back. If you look at peak of each of them, you know. Is Frimpong any good? From what I've watched, yeah. Salah was offside. Exactly. I mean, you look at if you put Van Dijk back then, I think he'd be just as good, if not better. Whereas if you put Terry now, I think he'd struggle more. Yeah, well, exactly that, Reece. I'm sure he was very good for the time, but times change. Well, that's just it. I never really watched that much Maldini. Only really in a cup final that he lost. And then 1-1, of course, but still, it's not the point. Is Van Dijk better than Tony Adams? Is that even actually a question? I love the new Liverpool kit. Once it's officially announced, I'll give my full opinion on it. But from the leaks and that, yeah, it's great. Here's Gakpo. Gakpo's still going. Dispossessed though. Good press by Quansah. Wins the throw. Rugby is cool, thank you for following. I mean, that Milan team is one of the best full time, Reece. Like an actual team as well, you know. Liverpool getting Isaac. I mean, we could. Will we? I don't know. Apparently he's on the shortlist.
Manchester City, when they were playing the FA Cup final, dropped out of the top 5, so huge pressure really on their game against Bournemouth tomorrow. It's live on Sky Sports Premier League with our coverage starting
I don't know.
at 7 o'clock.
But then you add the manager of Pep to that Barcelona team, Reece. Personally, I would go Barcelona. Close second, Milan. It's definitely close. I mean, defensively, that Milan team is better, but you know, we're talking about the best. We're talking about prime Messi as well in that team.
Well, they've got a great chance here, haven't they?
Trent is leaving, yeah. Where have you been living to? Not like that one.
The attitude of those Liverpool players they're up against. It seems a great opportunity to combine with all 3 points.
Yeah, but I mean, Messi via was it Sanchez? Was it at the time? Or we could just even look at MSN a few years later. Chiesa going through a hard tackle there, but Szoboszlai's got it. Gakpo knocks it on towards Elliott, who puts it through to Salah. Here comes Salah. Salah wins the corner. One classic Liverpool player. I mean, Stevie G would be number one. Well, you got MSN. I was going a few years before that. I was going a few years before the MSN year. I'm talking like David Villa, Alexis Sanchez, Messi. Yeah, but Leo, that's going to happen. Because once you win the league, your foot goes off the gas, you don't have to do anything. Yeah, I do support Liverpool. Brighton are playing well, definitely. Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets, favourite. They're the best ever, in my opinion, as a free. Barca. Don't get me wrong, 2017 Real Madrid was great, but it will always be Barcelona. I said 3-1 prediction for this game. Dingra, Estepinian, Elliot with the block. You're on 43rd minute, I'm on the 44th minute. Although Sky Go sucks, so I'm always behind. What I think about the Frimpong side, I think it's smart. It can be back up for Salah because you can play higher at the pitch. Is a great competition for Bradley as well. You know? Neither's clear over the other, are they? How you doing, Oscar? Be up in 2 minutes, buddy. Wants a good header. Welbeck.
I showed Caden when I danced at diversity. It's on YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You found it, did you? He's very quick, Graham. He's just got to make sure his defensive game is up to scratch.
I don't believe you just watch. You jealous I danced at diversity and you didn't?
No, not really.
Why?
I danced with a Turkish belly dancer once. Does that make you jealous?
No, diversity is 10 times better than anything out there.
She didn't quite get that one, did she? Well, see, Dave, that's just where people say some silly things in Arsenal, who are Arsenal fans. Oh, I'm done with clubs, to be honest, Reece. I hop on occasionally to play with Ben, but that's about it. I got no interest in playing it. Supports Light and Elliot over this free kick. Harvey Elliott. Plays it to Szoboszlai. Oh! Oh my! He's playing in his Hungary shirt tonight. Bloody hell!
You want some?
Yes, please, to the crumble. Oh my God! Crumble indeed. Hang on. Have I missed something? Because I haven't been paying much attention to little news like that. What? Is that a shot? That's a shot. He looks. He picks his spot. He looks right before.
Oh, okay, then we'll pick it up. It's not open, is it?
Oh, oh.
Baby.
Brilliant. Goal of the month contender, that. Anyone else got any shots for goal of the month? Only one more game week left. Let's turn that light on. I'll turn the light on. Yeah, it's half time in like 1 minute. There you go. No, I didn't see Bowen's goal yesterday. I was out at a barbecue with the football team, so I did not see that. Was it a good goal? Right, lads. I'll be back in 1 moment. I'm going to say good night to the sun, and I'll be right back. It's half time, and we're winning 2-1.
Eventually led to the goal that was put in by Harvey Elliott after a half in which Liverpool played 11 shots but emerged with the lead. Brighton 1, Liverpool 2. coverage of the Premier League. Sponsored by
The steakhouse snack with 2 layers of delicious beef, crispy onions, and peppercorn sauce. It's for bones and pizza.
Strawberry custard and crumble. Alright, let's ask the chat. We'll put that to the verdict. Chat. Strawberry custard and crumble. Is that something we wanna even consider? Bowen, what a goal! Alright, let's go have a look at this Bowen goal. I'll have a look. It's half time. Let's change over to Jared Bowen's goal.
The cost of Caden picked down is the cost of Caden's going to get.
Strawberry custard. Oh, it's a thing. Hey, people, chat saying yes.
Exactly.
It's a thing. I mean, there's no maybe about it. You're definitely biased, but we'll still go for it. Let's have a look. Bowen. Is that mine done?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I have a spoon, please? That's lovely, isn't it? I just want to see the Bowen goal. I don't care about the rest of it. I saw she's golden, yeah. Look at that. A little bit of crumble.
With a simple search, you can discover the world. Doing things like this.
More crumbled than apple.
More crumbled than apple.
Wherever you're going, discover
Yeah, you can drop some more custard on if you've got leftovers. Yeah, it was a great goal by Swanslow, wasn't it? Alright, let's see this Bowen goal. I'm watching it on the West Ham one, so it should be a bit biased in your favour. Thank you for the spoon. Oh, that is a strike. Oh, that is a strike from Bowen. Different to Dom's.
Look at mine.
Yeah, the touch. And then he just watches it perfectly onto his foot, doesn't he? You didn't show that to the camera just so you know.
I got so much.
That's okay, I'll live. Thank you, darling.
Did you go there and say goodnight to him?
Yes. She doesn't pay much attention to what I do, does she?
I think that is my friend.
What are you thinking about Potter then, Reese? Do you want him to stay or do you want something different?
Okay, now we have 5 minutes. Check on you.
Score 2-1.
Caden.
No swearing, one piercing, no caffeine.
God knows what she's listening to. That's me missus. The one who just bought me crumble.
Caden.
And is telling off our son.
Caden.
Give him some time.
We have 5 minutes.
Well, he needs a transfer window, doesn't he? The sign kit is real. I might sell the Darwin one if anyone's interested. They got the certificate.
Why don't you?
I wouldn't be surprised if Gyökeres goes to Arsenal. The fact that he's only, what, 65 million or so? Yeah. Salah needs goals and assists. Salah needs assists, man. Don't need goals. He needs to get that 20. Sean Dyche. Dyche ball to West Ham.
And again, he's just trying to find that space on the side here of the midfield. You see Kevin De Bruyne make this one so often for Manchester City, but he was a midfield player. You see him pull back to it more and more now. They said it's been a highlight of Liverpool season.
Mark Noble. I wouldn't trust him to keep you up.
The thing that I hear really is he doesn't panic when he gets into these positions. Danny obviously used these positions a lot more than maybe.
I don't think you'll be in relegation threat next year.
Maybe looking for their own goal or something, but he just takes that extra touch, shows that composure in the class that he's got. And what about Brighton at the other end, though? Yeah, I mean, look, from the point of view of Brighton,
I don't know. I wouldn't look. You say that about Noble, interim manager. I reckon he gets you a couple wins on the bounce, but then it goes to nothing.
And these two players here, Gruder and Ayuri, get into the pockets, and then Welbeck playing there, but the pass is.
Tyler, I think it's amazing. I don't want it to happen.
And then the timing and everything is absolutely perfect. Zayara there makes the run through. Really good goal, top goal. From a Liverpool perspective,
Yeah.
You don't do a lot wrong because of the absolute time.
That's why you've got to have an interim manager.
But the one player that can do something, just
I think it might get expensive though, Reece, if you've got a new manager every week. Although Chelsea tried that at one point, didn't they?
But the one player that can see everything, Canati cannot really affect it. He's got to look after Welbeck with Fonda. And as this develops now, I know this goal because as a right back, I've made this mistake. You've got to be anticipating now, getting really tight in, putting him off, and then if the ball goes out there, fair enough. But he doesn't. Conor Bradley, for some reason, he jogs, he sees.
You know what? I think this might be the first Monday Night Football I've watched all season.
And from there, he's got a problem. You can't just quite get back in, and the finish is really good.
I can't actually think of another one. I mean, I know it's Liverpool's first Monday night.
I think because he just gets it a little bit scruffy, I think that helps him putting it into that far corner.
West Ham have had a few though, haven't they? Chelsea need a striker. Oh god, yeah, you do. But then, like Chelsea, why are they not going in for Gyökeres? Why am I hearing Chelsea going for Liam Delap when Liam Delap is like he could be good? Why not just go get an actual striker? You know, someone that you know is going to get the goals. I don't know about Sesko. I think he's a bit of a maybe as well. Osimhen, Gyökeres. They're the two that you should be in for. Appreciate that, Gib, and I enjoyed the games against Brighton. I didn't enjoy them too much when you were beating us consistently, but yeah, it's always normally a good game.
No, it's just slightly different, but there's a little bit of a giveaway when you show it to the teammate. Let's have a look. Here we are. In that first half, the most in the first half of the game for 9 years for Liverpool. 2-1 up.
I didn't hear what was that first in 9 years? I didn't actually hear what they said. Is anyone listening to Sky Sports? Too busy reading chat, not paying attention. This crumble has been exceptional. I think he thinks he's Tommy Andrew. Who's my favourite player in Liverpool? Gakpo. Although he's been a bit quiet today, isn't he?
We'll discuss the importance of talking about your health in sports as well as everyday life. Mental health doesn't really just grow.
How you doing, Frimpong? Good to see you.
You know your body better than anyone else. Because when it comes to your health, everyone needs.
You don't need Eze though, Tyler. Like, Chelsea do not need Eze. That's what I said. I did say Dom. I could really see Eze at like a Spurs.
Trained to use the power of Dell AI and insight to see hundreds of miles of travel.
Oh, no, that's one here. What are you watching?
So you arrive.
Watching four.
How you doing?
You're one of them, aren't you?
And
Yeah.
can tell what we believe is possible.
Oh.
So, but if we was to move,
Seeing it,
how
City.
would we move to Utah?
Utah. Why Utah?
Utah?
Yeah.
Utah.
Sorry. Why Utah?
Because it's the safest place to live in America. It's a really nice area. And have you seen the view around Utah?
I'm sure Utah is like the equivalent of, I don't know, Ipswich.
No. Just because people in Utah have money and people in other places don't.
No.
We live somewhere where we have money too.
Is it? Yeah, well, exactly. Apparently it's lovely though, Reese. Like a ginger would do well in a fucking Utah, sorry. Eze City, yeah, I mean that's obviously the big thing. I think that's part of the reason they have dropped out of words, is I think they know they can get Eze for cheaper. Do I think we win the second half? Yeah. Prediction for the Europa League final, I think sadly Manchester United win. Honestly, I wouldn't take KDB. Look, I'd take it if it didn't mean that it was going to take a big chunk of the wage budget and he didn't want to play all the time. But just like Antisocial has just said, I want words. I think if you get KDB, you don't get words. No way. How you doing, Callum? I think Don means that. He looks up right before he shoots. Musiala? Yeah, but Musiala ain't going nowhere.
Can you call my phone?
No. Yes, sir.
Can I show them your doggy?
My doggy? Yeah. But he's, just to clarify, this dog is now dead and it's not my dog anymore.
But he is your dog still.
He's in my heart.
Yes, don't say.
Why don't you just get the mouse mat?
Because that's not him as a puppy.
Alright, this is my dog as a puppy.
There's him as a puppy.
Is there nothing on the... Wait. Hang on, because you're showing TikTok.
Oh, sorry.
There you go, there's my dog as a puppy. I'm trying to block out the other picture.
So, yeah.
There you go, get the mouse back and you can see him older. Yeah, I do see that. But I also see Frimpong telling words.
Hayden brought this for Jamie as a present.
There you go, that's me papa.
He's so cute. He's so cute.
You are where you're just showing me in that.
He's so cute.
Yeah, I think United win, sadly. I don't want them to, I want Tottenham to win. No, I think Musiala is definitely better than words. But they are slightly different.
We got 2 German Shepherds coming to stay with us.
Potentially.
Yeah, so try breaking into my house with them. They'll eat you. They'll eat you alive.
I mean, why would we laugh at Arsenal? If anything, it's more funny to laugh at Arsenal if Inter win it, because they beat the team that beat Arsenal. There's no shame in losing to the champions of the Champions League. It's not even a bottle. I hate this. If Manchester United and Tottenham are both in a final, neither of them has bottled it. People don't see, no, because it ruins what a bottle is. How you doing, Eden? A bottle. Where have you? A bottle, right? Let me give you an example of bottling. The bottling tank is being 8 points clear or whatever for the majority of the season, and then cocking it up by drawing to Liverpool, West Ham, and Southampton. That is a bottle. Losing one game isn't a bottle. That would be great. That would be great to see. Man U. And also, I just think it's brilliant for football if Tottenham win. And the reason it's brilliant for football is because it pisses off Arsenal fans.
I'm going to come back as a koala. Did you know they're professional sleepers? And what did I say to you earlier? That for the last week I've been sleeping during the day.
So you think because you're a lazy shit who's sleeping during the day, you're going to come back as a koala? Okay.
It's like swimmers who come back as like crocodiles or hippos or fish. And then like fast runners will come back as like cheetahs or something fast.
Yeah.
And if you're really slow, you'll come back as like a tortoise or a snail. No, if you're a bad person, you'll come back as a fly or a snail.
Right, I'm going to go back to football now. Love you. Yeah, no, I get that, Reece. You can't. I understand why you cannot have Tottenham. But then it's the same for me with Liverpool. It has to be Tottenham.
So I think if you was to kill a fly or a spider,
Right, okay.
So Brighton get us underway.
Brighton getting the second half underway, lads. How you doing, Graham? Welcome back. Elliot. Bradley. Bradley's good, but sometimes I feel like he's yeah, tell me about it. Bradley's good, but I do feel like sometimes he's too eager to please and ends up doing too much.
Yeah, almost 2 goals from Liverpool there. Done a whole lot more, but yeah, it wasn't intentional, that one.
Yeah, but I understand London clubs. I feel like it's London clubs want Man U to win, big clubs in London, and then everyone else wants Tottenham to win. That's how I think it is. Yeah, I would agree, Harris. I think Chiesa was decent in that first half. Not incredible, but decent. Tsimikas and Gakpo leaving 2 different players on the floor. Thoughts on Peter Drury? He writes out some excellent lines. Yeah. And I'll tell you for why, Reece. Because Arsenal's 2 biggest rivals, in my opinion, maybe even 3 if you extend it to Chelsea. Chelsea have won the Champions League. Arsenal haven't. West Ham have won the Conference League. Arsenal still haven't won the Euro. And if Tottenham then win a trophy, that's all of their rivals beating them to this big thing. And Arsenal fans go on about them being the best club ever. Let's not forget, they won the Champions League when they got to the quarterfinals in their mind. The semi-finals, sorry.
On the slots to the managerial appointments last summer, who look as though they will see the season out. Should do as well. It's not been so fortunate.
It's not. It's European. It's a European trophy. But that's also why it's there. And I don't mean it's in a rude way. But to a club like West Ham, or say if Palace had been in it, or something like that, the Conference League is, like you just said, the world. Like, it's a European trophy, and it's not easy to win. For Chelsea, they should walk it, you know, and they are walking it. But for other clubs, I think it's a brilliant trophy, especially now that there's no demotion from the Europa League. Yeah, but that's as a Chelsea fan. Different clubs, different perspective, isn't it?
They could get European football. It depends really on Chelsea winning the Europa Conference League, and then one of 2 things happening.
Yeah, Brighton were good.
Final Premier League table. Chelsea would have to finish 7th.
But that's it, because going into the season though, everyone said, "Oh, Conference League, that's Chelsea's right. That they will just win that because they're too good to be in it." But like, even if Villa end up in Conference League spots this year, I don't know if they can. I think they can. Go that low. But if Villa get Conference League, that could be perfect for them. I think it looks like he's going, doesn't he? I wouldn't be surprised if Kelleher ends up at Aston Villa as well, given that Martinez goes. Estepinian with a bicycle kick, which was interesting. Oh, Alisson's throw given straight back to them. And Gavenberg has had to make the Falcons a bet. Well, Eden, that's why your game's the best game of the weekend, isn't it? Chelsea versus Forest is just huge. Do you not think Ariola's good enough? The big old nipple. Oh, no, thank you for follow. Get Kelleher. He'd be good for you, Reece. Oh, well, definitely Kelleher, in fact, for that football. Kelleher's quite good with his feet. I'd actually argue at times he's better than Alisson. With his feet. To clarify. I can't promise the command in the box bit. But my 3-1's on. It's because I didn't put any money on it, Reece, that's why. Welbeck with a shot, Alisson with a save. Pretty routine.
Well struck from Welbeck, not just to hit the post.
I think Brighton never got another goal in this game though, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 3-2. And it could be a 3-2 either way. See for life. Thank you for the follow. How you doing, my friend? I used to do a start a season bet where I'd bet on Premier League or Champions League and a little whacker along with that. And it came off once when we beat Spurs, but that was it. I know someone who actually is a Tottenham fan and he bets against Tottenham every week because that way he either wins money or he sees his team win. Yeah, but I bet on it at the start of the year, so I didn't know who we'd get or if we'd even get there.
Potato.
Yes, Crumpet.
You should name my dog Potato.
What's his nickname going to be? Not Spuds.
No, it's a horrible name. Disgusting
Yeah,
name.
Kirke's deal is on.
No, I just want like the name Potato, especially when golden retriever with like that tubby potato.
I thought he's not going to be tubby.
It will.
He's not.
It will. Do you know how much food I give my dogs and they're not even mine?
Yeah,
Imagine what
exactly.
when they're my dogs.
Who do I prefer and who do I think is better? Gravenberch and McAllister. I think they're two different roles, to be fair, Reece. But McAllister's a better footballer. McAllister has a shout for being the best midfielder in the Premier League. Gravenberch is still younger, got a bit to go. I love his build. It reminds me of a Yaya Toure-esque kind of player. But yeah, right now McAllister's better. And I prefer him as well, probably. Mainly because of the smacky wacky doodles that he hits. Gotta love a player who can just whack one full pelt into the top corner, in ya. Did Mo score? No, Mo's done nothing yet in terms of goal involvements. The biggest joke about McAllister is the cheap price that we paid for him. Oh, Gravenberch feeding it. Shame it hasn't worked out for Nunes. Yeah, but instrument of his own downfall, you know? Like with Nunes, it's not like he hasn't had the chances. Gravenberch, great strength. Ball down the line to Salah. Bradley's making a run into the box. Chiesa's at the edge. It comes to Chiesa. It's blocked. Szoboszlai couldn't get out there. It's 2-1. Oh, here's a 3-on-2 though. The other end now. Oh yeah. I think Frimpong's going to be an incredible bargain as well. 35 million for him. Here's Gakpo. He's got Salah in the middle. Oh my God! How have you missed it? Has he even touched it? Tell me it's the person. You know what? This is... Oh, you're that far ahead of me, wow. Oh my God. I appreciate you waiting. Salah open goal miss. There is that in it, Eden. There's lots of things going around. There's DeCane obviously getting a trophy. Palace, Newcastle first in 76 years. Here's Elliott. I think Salah will want it more a little bit now after that miss. And he's lost the ball. 2-1 Liverpool currently right now, Maggie. Gravenberch, Elliott, Canate now. Feeds it back to Alisson. Dingbra up against Bradley. Bloody hell, that Webster cross has gone deep. Do you know one thing I do find interesting? And I'm not saying that we're going to win this game, but it's more actually about the game earlier in the season. When we played Brighton, every time with Klopp, it looked like we were going to lose, and Brighton were a better team. And then you see a new manager come in after all these years, it's Slot, and all of a sudden he just manages to win. You know, it's just it sounds stupid and easy, but after literally I'm talking about like 6-7 years of watching Brighton just do us over for some reason. It's nice seeing us have a chance of winning these games. Who do I think is going to win the Ballon d'Or? Probably Yamal. Or I don't know, it could be Dembele. Let me answer that after the Champions League final. Because if Dembele has a superstar performance in the Champions League final, it's going to be him. It is 2-1. I think he is technically the best. I think what Salah has on Yamal is his almost positioning and where to stand, which he's obviously developed over time. Whereas Yamal technically is a joke. He's a joke. The Salah miss, terrible. Should have scored that. 57th minute.
Alan Shearer, if he manages it,
Simicast stepped inside. Kwanzaa dropped, just ducked under that. Dangerous.
Looks like he's going to make a big impression. A while to find his feet, the former Mainz man. He was very emotional after that goal he scored at Molineux. It was summing up the frustration he felt with not being a regular in the.
This Gruder has been really good. Here's Bradley stepping inside. Elliott all lost under his feet a little bit, but gives it to Simicast. Gives it to Gakpo. So it was like, oh god. Time for some changes, I think, in a minute. Maybe a bit of McAllister on for Dom. Or even Curtis Jones. Estepinian now. Estepinian spreads it across, it's Gruder. Oh, Alisson, that's why he's the best keeper in the world. Just so quick to react. So quick to react. That Gruder again, tease it up for Danny Welbeck. Go on, give me your AI joke.
Huh?
Give me a joke from AI.
How smart do you think you are?
Incredibly. Maybe
Incredibly smart.
maybe the best in the world.
Okay. So there is 503 bricks on a plane and one falls off. How many bricks are on the plane?
You what?
There are 503 bricks on a plane and one falls off. How many bricks are on the plane?
502.
Okay. And how do you fit an elephant in a fridge?
Get a big fridge.
No. You open the fridge and put the elephant in.
Well, no, because you need to get a. You get
No, I didn't say all the elephant has to fit in, did I?
that's not. How do you fit an elephant in a fridge? It's just.
Yeah, part of an elephant is still an
Right.
elephant.
If you put if you
No, it's
if
just-
you
I'm
put
not
chicken in the fridge and leave it
finished. I'm not
halfway out the
finished.
fridge, you ain't put chicken in the
I'm not
fridge.
finished. How
Diaz
do
and
you put a
Darwin coming on.
giraffe in the fridge?
Open the fridge.
And what?
Put it in.
No, you take the elephant out of the fridge and then you put the giraffe.
No, because you haven't specified the size of this fridge, so you could easily fit both the elephant and the giraffe in. If you're gonna make up bullshit arguments, you gotta follow them through.
The lions are having a party, and in Africa, all the animals are invited, but who's not there?
You what?
The lions are having a party in Africa, but who's not there?
Anyone not from Africa?
No, the lion and the giraffe are still in the fridge.
Well, firstly, the lion wasn't in the fridge. The elephant. You told me the elephant came out the fridge.
The giraffe is still in the fridge.
But there's more than one giraffe in the world.
Shush. There's a girl and she swims in the river, but it's full of alligators. How does she make it out safely?
They don't eat her.
No, the alligators are at the party.
You didn't say it was in Africa.
I just did.
No, hang on a minute. No, stop. You said the water is full of alligators, not was full of alligators.
No, I did. I said it was full of
No.
alligators.
No, she didn't.
Yes, I
Chat.
did. It's where you have to listen.
You said is.
Listen.
I've got a recording of it. You've got a
No.
recording of it.
But she still dies. How does she die?
She drowns.
No, she gets hit by the brick that fell out of the plane in the beginning.
How long's that brick been fucking falling for?
Well, you lose.
Oh, good shot from Gabbo. Is. She said is. She said is. Thank you, chat.
I said was.
Is.
I said was.
Is. Check the recording. Bring it over here.
You lose.
Bring it over here. Bring the recording over here. We need VAR on this. Give me the phone.
Last chance to register a fourth goal of the season against Brighton, because he is one of the three players being replaced there.
My thing. Still dies. How does she die? Did she make it out safely? There's a girl and she swims in the river, but it's full of alligators.
It's full of alligators. Listen to this. Not you don't have to nod and agree when there's video evidence.
There's a girl and she swims in the river, but it's full of alligators.
It's full of
How
alligators.
does she make it out safely?
It's full of alligators. You said.
I said was.
No, you said. Listen.
There's a girl and she swims in the river, but it's full of alligators.
It's full of alligators.
Yeah.
Not it was.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have known it was full of alligators until she gets in the water and she would have known.
No,
that
no.
there
You
was
said the alligators
there.
are at the party.
Yeah.
No,
but
you
she
can't have it
wouldn't
both
know
ways.
that.
She doesn't know that.
How you doing, Steve? You can see the evidence. The evidence is there.
No.
Alright, anyway, subs have happened. Dom's come off, Chiesa's come off, and Gakpo's come off for Nunes, Diaz, and Curtis Jones. How you doing, big man?
On my winning.
We are winning 2-1, Ree. How you doing?
Is it Jet 2 we have to fly with?
No, but that's the ones who do package holidays. Nunes, good touch. Lovely play here. Jones sits his man down. Harvey Elliott bangs it into the keeper's hands. We're probably going to Turkey next year. Up the Reds, love that, Harry. I can go if you don't want to. I literally just read your chat. I said, how you doing? Happy birthday, Jamie. Probably not going to the parade, only because it's a long day. Might go. Still not so. Happy birthday to you too, then, Caden. No one else's birthday allowed. Going in 2 weeks to Turkey. Oh, nice. What part of Turkey?
What's up? Here's Jones.
I'm good, thank you. Seki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Here's Diaz. Jones. Diaz. Simicas. Jones. Gravenberg. Gravenberg opens up. Gravenberg shoots. You a Madrid fan? Interesting. Not Atalanta, Antalya. She thought Atalanta was where we were going. Yeah, nice. That's what we're looking at going as well. Best place. Appreciate that, Jay. Gravenberg. Can't lie, my enjoyment's gone down with the dipping out of Chiesa and Gakpo. Need a Salah assist to make me happy now. I'm doing good, thanks Jordan. How are you? Elliot. Jones. Oh, here's Salah. Still going. Nunes. Feeds off to Conor Bradley. Salah. Oh! To be honest, I am on Team Boo. I'd boo Trent. Sod him. And I'll tell you part of my reason as well. How long's left? 23 minutes. If Trent was playing in a Real Madrid white shirt, I'd boo him. And in my opinion, he plays in a white shirt already now because he said that he wants to go and he's done with Liverpool, so sod him. Here's Nunes. Wins the corner. Honestly, Jordan, just a waiting game, innit? I've got my trophy ready. My little league trophy to lift. That's alright. Get anything interesting from the shops? Oh. This little beauty. It's ready to be lifted on the final day. I might get a balloon one, just for the real size. How you doing, Olivia? Arda Guller's a good little player, he is. Unhealthy food? Yeah, well, that's the best kind of food. Right, let's put this beauty back up there.
Oh my god, it's real.
It's beautiful. I think it might be 2-2 in a second, lads. Believer driving through the middle. Mitoma. Welbeck. Allison saves. Bloody hell. Is that his first touch? Oh no, it's Mitoma came back onto it. Well, that was fun. It's a great example of follow your pass, isn't it? Good goal. Controlled it well. Not sure about the parade yet. I am behind. Cheers for that, Dave. It's the Sky Go effect, isn't it?
Special moment to celebrate for Kaoru Mitoma and for those delighted Brighton fans.
Only Salah had scored his open goal tap in, eh? Because why not? What, you ahead on a fire stick? That's dodgy Dave. Dodgy Dave from West Ham! Oh, that makes sense.
Third time in a row that he scored a Premier League goal as a substitute. He's been having problems this season with a heel injury, which is why they've had to manage his minutes.
Timer again.
Could Brighton get ahead for the first time in this game?
Me? I'm watching on Sky Go, you donkey. Do you hear some random, like, Arabic commentary? Every game's been a nothing game since we won the league. Jones. Elliot. Salah. Back to Elliot. Canate now. Kwanzaa. Gravenberg. Bradley. Oh, given away again. Bloody hell. Here they come again. Minter. Potential penalty shout. Personally, I don't think it is. Yeah, nothing in that. Nothing in that. Just not enough in it. That's one of them ones who's going to go with the ref's on-field decision. Gruder coming off. Tell you what, he's had a good game. In my opinion, man of the match. O'Reilly coming on. What are you trying to do? Tanzania.
No, it's not. That's not what it's called.
What did you call it, sorry? Tanzania.
Oh, you wouldn't know what I'm on about.
What's Tanzania?
None of your business. Tanzania.
Not Tanzania.
Nowhere just flies from bloody London Stanton. It's bloody rubbish.
Just put all London. Bradley. Rooster, thank you for the roses. Am I going to a parade? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. What? Tanzania in Africa?
Yeah, beautiful.
Not Tanzania.
Oh, shut up. I didn't ask you.
Isn't that a type of food? No. Port Vale. Yeah, I don't disagree that Tanzania is lovely. I've just never heard of Tanzania.
I want to go here so bad. We get to stay in Netflix. Oh my god. It's £231 per night.
Per person.
No, for the hotel.
Per person.
Night.
Per person.
No, the flights are per person, not the hotel.
I guarantee you it's per person.
Oh, stop! I want to go here.
Yeah, it's the bank holiday Monday is the parade.
defender to help them spend the time.
Anytime I'm not going, I said I don't know if I'm going. There's a long way to go. Where's it at? Where's the Liverpool Trophy Parade at? I heard it's going to be in Glasgow. Here's Salah on the ball. Salah still. Salah just nudged. Just nudged. Clever defending. Gravenberg, lovely skip. Feeds it into Salah. Salah. Out to Diaz. Diaz. Oh my god, Nunes just fucking kicked air. There's a difference between going to a match and going to a parade, you donkey. Yeah, Nunes is going.
It would be with TUI or Emirates. Which one's better? Is it Emirates or TUI?
Emirates is going to bankrupt you. I don't think TUI's cheap. No, Gagpo's not leaving, as far as I'm aware. That's great for you. Enjoy that. Jet 2? Yeah, no, I know Jet 2 are good. She's trying to pretend that we're going to Tanzania. Or Tanzania, wherever that is.
No, we're looking at places to go. We haven't put all our eggs in Atlanta. You wanted to go there.
Antalya.
I wanted to go see animals. I would like to go on a safari and meet
Diaz.
and everything.
Yeah, and that's not going to be this holiday because it's much more expensive than that.
No, it's not.
Salah, too deep. Oh, I'm past it, Rosie.
What?
Trent leaving. You can go now. What?
They've got a pool with tunnel bar.
Right.
What?
Rooster, go to Seashells.
Don't be
What,
rude.
down by the seashore? This is next year. Oh my god. He just had to kick the ball normally, Weaver. No, I know, I was taking the piss, Rooster. No, we're going on holiday next year. That's what she's looking at. It was offside. No, that. Yes, actually, I do. I do have one more signed item. I have a signed ball by Kenny Dalglish. Nothing goes over my head, Rooster. My reflexes are too fast. Gravenberg lays it to Simicast. Back to Gravenberg. Lovely little touch. Jones. Elliott. Gets it out to Endo. Elliott. Endo coming on the overlap. It deflects and goes into Verbruggen's hand. Yeah, it's not just a holiday for us, it's a holiday for our kid as well, so we got to go like a kid-friendly place. So Mexico's probably off the books and Jamaica's not really kiddie either.
We'll go to Mexico, it's not safe.
There's parts of Mexico that are safe, you donkey.
No, it's not. I'd go to America though.
Well, that's why we go to Mexico. Oh my god, Simicast, what have you done? He won it back though. Caden, please stop spamming. I will just block you. Elliott. Quansah. Quansah going still. Diaz. Diaz stepping in. Blocked.
Blocked by Rico.
Jones. Back to Diaz.
Diaz again.
Diaz. Elliot.
Elliot. Jones. Endo.
Elliot now. Kwanzaa. Yeah, I like the Tenerife, but it's a bit more expensive in Turkey. We can get something nicer, all-inclusive in Turkey. Canate goes all the way to Diaz. Tried laying it back to Nunes.
I hate the hotels that are like adults only.
Yeah, well, they're not going to be very kid-friendly if they're adults only.
Then why can't we make it adults only? That's
To stop kids from going there.
It's discrimination.
It's not, it's 2-2.
Estupinian. Welbeck.
Welbeck spreads it. Minter keeps it.
Rico's cross. Estupinian wrestling his way away from Mo Salah.
Matoma.
Matoma again.
Bloody hell. Yeah, Graham. She don't stop, that's what it is.
She?
Yeah.
What?
Who said I was talking about you?
Well, why are you talking about another girl then if it's not about me?
It was about you.
What do I not stop with?
They said you're funny. So I said you don't stop.
Bullshit.
So come scroll up. Diaz. Doing too much. Jones winning it back well. It's my scouser. Jones out to Salah. Salah.
Salah.
We have to get the injection if we go to Tanzania.
What injection is that? To Neverland?
No, the injection for like malaria.
Lethal injection?
Malaria.
Yes. I've watched Liverpool today this season. I watched a game against Spurs, where we were crap and we lost 1-0. And I also watched us play Swansea back in the day. Liverpool, thank you for follow.
Why is it so hard to find a holiday and hotel with animals in?
I think what you're looking for is a zoo.
Well, you can do holidays and it's like look out the room and there's like with elephants and giraffes and zebras and things right outside your room.
Yeah, add another 0 onto the price of our holiday and you might get it.
Shut up!
I'm being serious. That's how much that stuff costs.
How will they get that job?
6 minutes to go.
Why is Africa not coming up?
What, the country or the continent?
It's just not coming up.
Shit me. Cleared by Kwanzaa, but only as far as Matoma.
Well, the jets do not fly to other countries other than in Europe.
Oh. The offside flags come up. Don't know. He was very quick to put that flag up. That first one's a maybe. Second one's definitely not. Oh, it's going to be so close. I wouldn't be surprised if Kwanzaa's leg has played him on.
procedure. Sending automated VAR won't break down.
Maybe it's my birthday.
We're in for a long wait if it does.
What?
Maybe it's my birthday.
I reckon he's on.
So Mitchell was facing a nervous wait to see if he's got his third goal of the season. The man is waiting for instruction. Yes.
I think he's on.
Pretty slack off, but I mean, the East right.
What Cape Town?
After the sense of inches, as the refs just indicated inches in it.
What?
I'm waiting to see if they've scored a goal or not.
Coming here from Brighton.
It's a goal. And for the first time in this game, Brighton are in front. How you doing, Fede? We haven't won a game since we won the league. Thought it was on. No, I don't think we look like we're going to score. To be honest.
Oh my god, this is a 2-star hotel.
And it was worth the nervous wait in the end for Hitchwood. Third goal of the season, all of them in the league.
Quanta now.
Brighton on course
Yeah,
now.
it's like a pre-season game, really.
Top flight home victory against Liverpool. In the context of the league season, it would push them up into 8th place with a 3-point advantage over Brentford, who were lost to Fulham yesterday.
Overall, I actually think Brighton deserved to probably win. They've been the better side, in my opinion. That first half period, second half has been a bit hit and miss. Yeah, Salah, should have made it 3-1, and that would have been a different game, but he missed. So, yeah. Bendo's done nice chest. Elliot wins the corner.
Got left in them from their period of celebration since they tore Tottenham apart to make sure.
Oh, the worst thing that happened to Salah's record run was Liverpool winning the league.
They've picked up just a point since.
Found your dream job.
Corner going into the thick of it.
Nunes.
Nunes trying to turn on it. Might fancy more. Matoma found by Viva. The other youngster up there with him. Oh, he wants a piece of the action. He dropped it across.
I've never been to the Amex Stadium, if that's real now. Oh. By the way, while we're talking about extra time in football, how on earth were there 10 minutes added on into the City game the other day? Like, where did that come from? Bendo clears it well. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Thank you. Pressed the wrong one. 8 minutes seems a bit crazy. crazy. But there was a few VAR stoppages, I suppose, wasn't there?
Jones.
Have I ever been to Enfield? Yeah, I've been to Enfield. Not really a place to brag about going, but yeah. Rambert. Elliot. Salah. Wins the throw.
They caught Liverpool on a good day. But they made the most of that. Come from behind twice.
I just like. Do you remember when Nunes was the only light in our season? Like, if it wasn't Nunes, nothing was happening. But now it's just. His heart's gone in it. No, I'm not really glad. I'm just waiting for it to end. I've been waiting for it to end for a while, to be fair. Even before it was 3-2. Elliot nicks it. Oh, bloody hell, he can't even like. It's poor. For people that like Harvey Elliott, in my opinion, should be wanting to play this game as well as they can to prove that they are an asset to the team. It's been quite poor. No, exactly, Harry. There's just a current thing for following. Like, just watching Nunes, it's like. That's not the player that signed 2 years ago. Or gave it his effort, you know. 3 years ago now. Is it 3 years for Nunes? It is 3 years, isn't it? One is 27, two is 9. Here's Diaz. Let's not lie, right? When he scored them goals against Brentford, that was a huge moment for us this season. But other than that, it's been so underwhelming. Oh. You are aware, James, it was never 2-0, right? Maybe get his head up a little bit. 8 minutes added on, which seems unnecessary. I would have said maybe 5 or 6. It's like they've gone back to World Cup time where they had exact seconds on again. Josh, I can't tell if you're a United or a Spurs fan, but all I can tell is that you're wrong. Score is 3-2. Oh. Please don't spam. It's so long. Because then I have to go through the effort of muting you. And just, when I started supporting Liverpool, age 0. Day 0. Supporting them since birth. My dad was a Liverpool fan. Appreciate that, Inky. And the reason my dad supported Liverpool wasn't because he was Scouse either, by the way. It was because he wanted to piss off his dad who supported Arsenal. Been a good game. No, let's not lie. Definitely made easier by the fact that Van Dijk's not played. I think there's a big drop down from Van Dijk to Quansah. But yeah, I certainly would say probably for a neutral as well, it's been quite good to watch. I don't think we're going to get the draw, mate. Well, that's just it. There's, you know. I saw a great moment for Bradley, and I saw a great Szoboszlai goal.
anxious to get back to Anfield and celebrate on Sunday in front of their own fans with that trophy. Down chance by their rivals, Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup and therefore calming their own chances of getting into Europe next season. They haven't shown it tonight with the spirit they've shown to twice come from behind against the champions.
Callum, I think you'll win. I think United will win the Europa League final. I'd like Tottenham to win, but I think it'll be Spurs. Beat the United. Boy, I'm tired. No, I don't think they do get Europa League or Conference League. Yeah, I want us to win every game. Let's not get that wrong. Of course, I want us to win every game. It's just you can't sit there and dwell on losing when it does happen because we've already won the league. I know, it's crazy, isn't it, Callum? Do you know the funny thing is as well, Callum? You're only in Europa League because you won the FA Cup. You're only as good as your last game won. No, not really. I've never agreed with that statement. Oof. The new vice captain, probably Salah. He's got the armband tonight. Oh, about 40 seconds left. Oh. About 8 minutes. Oh, player of the match is easy. Gruder. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. It's got to be Gruder for the man of the match, right?
Came on and within 2 minutes had struck the decisive blow in Brighton's favour. And that was after within 5 minutes of his introduction had struck an equal.
Brighton have given Liverpool a taste of what they can expect next season, putting a target on their back. Did I miss something? What on earth?
This is some way for Brighton to end their home programme for this season and keep themselves in European football next season, if indeed 8th place ends up granting that.
Oh, of course they can get Europe because of 8th place because if Chelsea win. That's what it is. Yeah, man, I still disagree with that. Otherwise, by that theory, Arsenal would be champions and Liverpool would be bottom of the table. Right. All hungover from Dubai. Well, they've done the whole tour of the world by this point, haven't they, Mason? Been everywhere. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you all for the gifts and the follows. I'll be live for the Palace game on the weekend because it's the last game of the season. I'm going to watch that trophy lift. So make sure you whack that follow button. No matter what the score is, there's going to be a party because we're going to be lifting the trophy. Haven't won since we won the league, but that doesn't really matter. Have a great night, everyone, and